you all are doing in the post.
Not too. At each other, but unfortunately, Blake was hitting threes with rookie LeBron James. I mean, when was that ever happening? So I had to change my game plan just a little bit. But because I had to start guarding LeBron James, he was too strong for Latrell Sprewell, and Blake was dominating inside the paint. Now, I did get Tim Duncan in foul trouble, and he was out the game, but LeBron was just too much. So the game was close in the first half, but then the second half, Blake just took over. Right, Blake?
Yeah, the game plan worked. You threw me off guard. I was definitely trying to post up Tim Duncan more, but you were beating me off the dribble a lot. Duncan was coming over with help defense and picking up a lot of fouls. I think what helped me is the fact
we lost resistance. My words are beacon through the darkest distance. Converse with heathens that get lost in systems. Lead the village till them forces listen. Torches glisten. I sat with Cassius across from Liston.
On the other side, Garnett got in foul trouble. So both of our star players were pretty much, you know, we had to be cautious with them, and we had to go other places.
In the smallest view, it's all on you. It's not just a rap when you looking back, cause there's nothing there to look forward to. No use in mending when your heart is torn, so to them we hardly mourn, re-emerging in godly form. Cry when your daughter's born. Tell me, how could you party on? You partly wrong. Just cover their ears when Megan and Cardi's on. Don't mean to single out these artist songs, but words is a weapon. That's what my father warned, and it's worse when the art performs. Yeah, the way I'm thinking astounds you. I'm saying what I want, you just saying what you're allowed to. You claim you married the game, who these lames are saying they vows to. Can't change the people around you, just change the people around. Let's go. Can't remember who. It's too hot. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Staircase confessionals. It's in my tube tops. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Can't remember who.
He went to Allen Houston, who had a...
It's in my tube tops. We giving out sermons on these rooftops.
Hey yo, Grandma read from Matthews in the book of Joseph. Learned the cash rules, started... is an omen. If you owe me, then pay the ticket or they pay a visit in a low tent. My theory is you lames on the low end. What your tribe called you cornballs never get no wins. Cherish your freedom, the inside of them is different. I sold the plate to a fallen angel in Hell's Kitchen. I seen on the street corner, it smelled sickening. Told a homie to watch his step, then he out of sight, out of mind. Quickly how they forget you, it was fake love for real, only the call it my it was made through. As far as flows, everything I say select. Lord forbid, call it a test tube. We'll make him come back and spend everything. That's a chess move. Know the difference from king, queen, and pawn, rook, and castle. Out to snatch you. Came up.
Can't remember who. Too hot. We giving out sermons on these rooftops. Staircase confessionals. It's in my tube tops. We giving.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Now the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Russell, Jared Vanderbilt out there with LeBron James. Then there's Davis, and it's Reeves in at the 2. And for Minnesota, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now here's Conley. Out to Edwards. Misses the three. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. He feeds it to Russell. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley to the left side wing. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Edwards against LeBron. Basket, good.
And come on, what are you doing when Bron is pulling off those dribble moves? Like, if you're the defense, you just keep it pushing.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Vanderbilt with it. Conley picks him up. Nice move. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Conley. Towns a screen on LeBron. Conley dishes to Towns. Offensive rebound. Edwards. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Took him no time at all on that one. This season is still only just getting underway, but as a player, RJ, how valuable is it to get things started the right way?
It is so valuable because, as coaches say, plays that often start bad, end bad. And it's the same thing with seasons. If seasons start bad, there's a higher probability of them ending bad. So you want to get off to a good start. You want to show up ready to go.
Stolen by McDaniels. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity over Davis. Conley's shot is off. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's James. Here's Davis. And the layup is good. Davis has got his second basket.
Look at how competitive Davis gets on the glass. He just knows how valuable those second chance shots are.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Oh, here's Edwards. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Prince is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Hachimura, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trailed by 1. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Here's Noel. He picked up 15 points in their last win against San Antonio.
And this Lakers squad has a ton of talent, but some guys are well past their prime.
Bamba's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 3. Prince finds Edwards. Back to Prince. From outside the arc. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Back to Davis. And good that time. Davis has got 6.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Davis has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Pass to Anderson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one drops for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Schroeder, left side. Good on the bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Noel passes to Edwards. The pass to Reed. Tries it from 19. Good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers? Timberwolves trail by 3. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Rui Hachimura out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Malik Beasley. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks because he is so humble. He is so demanding. And you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
Gobert's checked in for Naz Reid. And then for Los Angeles, Davis comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's LeBron in for Hachimura.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Russell with the bucket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
LeBron with it. Conley picks him up. Over Conley. LeBron can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Noel. Pass to Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And there it is for him.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's the floater. James, no good.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
McDaniels up top. Vanderbilt defending.
A versatile, talented defender, LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Davis. Gobert, the pass to Towns. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Now the dish to Davis. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
This is what Davis does, people. He has a wide variety of ways to score. Very few bigs can handle like that.
Minnesota making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Torian Prince comes in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hachimura comes in for James. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Irving. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
A shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Edwards looking it over. It's good from long range. Edwards got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Right side, Edwards. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Goes up off the inbound. And it's Schroeder missing. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Towns with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
So he gets them both.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
Schroeder against Towns. Reid with the rebound. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run. Shoots from 12.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Reeves gets the bucket.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the...
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested Their effort on the glass is a difference maker, creating...
And let's take a moment to shift gears. Check out the upcoming schedule. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Right here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot. But I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years. And I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
Two big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Pass to Reeves. Back to James. Goes back up. And yes, it's good. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Conley surveying the D. Towns gets to Conley. It's up a 3. Lakers with the rebound.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
And again, LeBron James. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
He's thinking it's time to put the nail in the coffin, and I like it. And until they stop him, he's going to keep going to the bucket every single time down.
They get the rebound.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
And he gets the bucket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Give a round of applause to your Timberwolves dancer.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Edwards. And the Lakers also making a switch. Anthony Davis is checked in for Vanderbilt. Two minutes into the second half of play now. It's good. Noel's got his 3rd basket of the night. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. And it goes down 2 points. Davis has got 10.
I'm going to be honest, like Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
And And the versatility AD offers is what makes him such a valuable player.
Offensively, he's a real handful given the array of moves and shots he has in his bag. But he's also outstanding defensively, too, able to guard multiple positions.
To the right side. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles Leafs get down to 9 in the bucket from Noel.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Beasley outside. Pass to Reeves. Shoots over McDaniel. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Noel passes to Anderson. Here's the screen. Prince wide open. That three off the mark.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And he gets it to go. LeBron's got 12 now in this quarter.
Now, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. LeBron kicks to Beasley. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Beasley's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Noel passes to McDaniels. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Russell with the three. Reed with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Noel hits it from three-point range. Noel's got 12 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
LeBron, no good. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. Dennis Schroeder is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Bamba in at the 5 spot. Hachimura finds Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Timeout called the Lakers.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Minnesota making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Well, I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. To the wing right side. Davis against Towns. Conley with the 3. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
High-intensity play from Davis, getting it to go through the foul. Nice little angle.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear. And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Back to James. Launches it. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injuries, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Minnesota calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And Minnesota has possession, a 12-point game. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Connects from three-point range.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Conley gets the bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Los Angeles leading by 13. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Vanderbilt kicks to Russell. On deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Daniels is checked in for Kyle Anderson. For Minnesota, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's James. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 13. And the shot goes in.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Again, James missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Conley left side. 2 points. That one goes. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And the Lakers call time here. They're ahead by 11. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Davis. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
I respect the defender's enthusiasm, but Davis is too skilled for that to stop his shot.
For 3, Edwards. Lakers with the rebound.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Here's LeBron, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise. Kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, when you know AD is behind you, how does that help you defensively?
You can stay home. You can allow him to play one-on-one versus a guard versus a big, and you can stay home and be able to box out and get rebounds because he's that good.
It's quite a 1-2 punch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, just he.